All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode. Um, we are going to move on from where we were last week, or 2 weeks ago, um, which was just the basics of programming. We did a little conversation about problem solving and how to utilize that. So, having some problems with my computer, so just give me 1 minute. I don't know what's going on here. Playing with my emotions right now, Twitch. Okay. Yeah, this almost didn't happen today because me and me and the computer had a different set of opinions of what needed to happen. The computer decided I wanted to freeze. I didn't want it to freeze. Didn't work out so hot. So we're only 4 minutes late, so that's a plus. Eventually I'll be able to see if anyone's actually even watching this, or if I'm being embarrassed for nothing. Probably being embarrassed for nothing. Let's see. If only I could get to where I wanted to be. Try not to lose my cool over here. Dashboard, yes, please, thank you. Please, thank you, maybe. All right, so today, let's go ahead and talk about a few things. One, obviously we have Notepad++ up on the screen right now, which is the open source free software that we use for writing our code, right? So it's a text editor. It's what we use to edit our code and just for fun. So, okay, so I'm a real boy. We're actually going to switch up to C++ because there's some coding challenges that I wanted to go through that are online, and most of them require C++. Okay, so can we update that? All right, so we update that. There's no camera this time, so that simplifies things for me, and that helps keep me on task and focused on what's going on with the broadcast and not so much on where my eyes are. Plus my glasses are super reflective. And I also feel that people tend to have a certain outlook on, or a certain expectation of who they're going to see, what kind of person they're going to see while watching a stream about coding. So I think I'm going to keep it a secret. I mean, you can just go back to my first VOD, but whatevs. All right, so our coding challenge for today, I did take the liberty of looking at it earlier this week. It's from a website. I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys the name of the website because right now I do not have permission from them to do that. So I'm kind of emailing them and waiting and hoping that we can come to an understanding, and they'll allow me to show their website with their coding challenges and what exactly it is and how it gets done. And it looks like I have to start from scratch because I left my notepad at work and I don't think I transcribed any of the work to my tablet. So that's super fun. Okay, let's see, just in case I did put it on my tablet, but I know I didn't. So this weekend has been interesting, at least today has. So, damn it, Janet. Okay, it would appear that we're going to have to, well, I'm going to have to start from scratch. So we shall start from scratch. Just give me one moment. I'm going to grab some paper so I can jot down ideas as we go. And then I will be putting them up on the screen. I just like to write them down, look at them for a second, figure out if I'm losing my shit or not. Ooh, I might have written them down in my binder. That would be convenient. Okay. So today's coding challenge is we're going to be given a list of numbers, and the task is to find all the elements that are greater than or equal to 10, and well, let me type it in so I can kind of give you a better idea. So, given a list of numbers, the task is to find all elements that are greater than or equal to 10, right? Okay, and there's going to be a few subproblems to this. So the subproblems are going to be kind of convoluted in my opinion, but you take what you can get. So the subproblems are, so the tens place of the, we're going to call it ith, the ith, right? So that will stand for, the I will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll be the iteration that we're in at the time, and it'll pluck out that particular variable in the array. So, and we'll go over making arrays and all that jazz as we go. So this could take a little while, simply because we really didn't get into arrays or anything last time, which it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We'll try to keep it simple. All right, and this is going to be a zero-based array, just like all arrays in coding generally are. So it starts at 0. So the first spot in the array will be 0, and then the second spot is 1. So there's a lot of funny things that can happen when you're dealing with that kind of situation. So, okay, so we're to find the tens place of the ith found value, which will be greater than or equal to 10, right? So it should be added to the result. Oh, are we not going to do word wrap today? We just don't feel like it, right? Cool. Whatever. Let's go to word wrap. All right, because I don't feel like pressing enter. Where are we at? Where are we at? Word wrap. There we go. That makes it easier. Okay, so should be added to the result if I is even. All right, so what I have taken that to mean, as I have looked at the problem, is that if you have an array of 8 different pieces of information, then you are going to add the tens place to each other from all the values you found, right? So easy peasy, nothing too crazy. All right, so and then you're gonna subtract if the result of I is odd. So 7, 9, 3, 5, 1, those are all odd, so you'll subtract the tens place from another tens place. I know it may seem a little abstract and confusing right now, but I promise it will seem simpler eventually. So Let's see, just out of morbid curiosity. Can I look at that? How do you view? I wish I knew how to view all of your people that are currently in chat, but whatevs. Okay, so now we are going to have some sample data that will help things along. So numbers equals, and when you're doing an array, you're going to use square brackets. This is not how an actual array looks, but this is just what we're doing to show our sample data. Alright. You guys are too talkative for me. If you could please speak a little bit less, that would be super. Anyways, so for this particular array, I equals, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means that I will equal 7. So that also means that we will subtract the tens places from 0 / each other. All right, so the first one will be 0, and it'll be minus whatever, and then it'll be minus whatever again, resulting in very possibly either a 0 or a negative number. Not too hard. So there's going to be a few tricks that I haven't gone over because the website didn't give me permission yet to utilize their in-house system that they have. So we're going to have to come up with the background of all this on our own. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's think about what numbers in our sample data are greater than or equal to 10. All right, so that's going to be 10, right, and 24. So 10 and 24 are our tens places that our program is going to pull them out, and then it's going to have your variable set at 0, and then it's going to minus, okay, the tens place, right? So if 0 is in the ones place and 1 is in the tens place, it's going to be 0 minus 1, and then it'll be negative 1 minus 2, which will be, I don't know why I'm waiting for an answer. So that'll be negative 3, correct? Is my brain functioning properly? Yes, yes, yes it is, maybe. We'll see. Pretty sure I'm right, but I could be wrong, but... Oh, it's 1 minus, well, 1 minus 0 minus 1 is 1. So positive 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Okay, so my brain's not functioning properly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, so, and we're just doing this, all of this writing or typing ahead of time so that we have an understanding where the data is going, what it's going to do, and what we're going to end up with. So this helps me to verify as we go through the program that we are hitting the correct markers at the right time in order to get the right answer. So making sure our logic is not flawed, which then equals negative 1. Okay, so now the problem actually had a framework originally involved, which I thought was interesting, but I don't think it's something we have to stick with. So let me just check this real quick on the website so I can make sure I'm not screwing this up, which I probably will.